Today is the day. The wait is over. The time has come for the products that we have been waiting for a long time now. And we are so excited here on Break who'll be joining us shortly. I hope you guys are ready for this, and I hope your shelves are stocked because everyone is going nuts already, and it's just going to even be getting crazier. Alberto, hey. Hey guys.
Hey
Hey Renee, nice
guys.
shirt.
Happy Big Curly
Yeah,
Day!
happy Big Curly Day. The wait is over. Renee, how are you feeling?
Um, well, yesterday I had like chest pains all day because I was like nervous. And then today I woke up super early, like like a mummy out of my bed.
Yeah.
And I think that my son could see that like I was in a way. So he
Oh,
gave some supportive, helpful words this morning, and I have been getting calmer.
I know. You guys have to go check out her story because he was so sweet, those words he said to you. Oh.
Yeah,
It
my
was. It
guy.
was cute. Yeah, I will say you have changed the curly girl game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I love to hear you say it, Alberto. Yeah. I know that we're gonna probably like just like jump in and get into it, but it really like I was on a call this morning and I'm like going through it and I started crying on like the global town hall
Yeah.
just because of all the effort that really went into building something that I really think served this guest in the truest way was a labor of love, and it's been a long one. It's been like 3.5 years. And there's like a lot of fighting in the process too, to make sure that everything is mission aligned, to make sure that like we're communicating what we want to with the target audience. And so I don't know, it's so emotional, like such an emotional day.
Yeah. I mean, it's beyond the product. It's so much beyond the product. You have raised awareness to so many things that many of us haven't even thought of before, and just to bring equality across the board about hair. Hair is hair. And I mean, just kudos to you for just taking such a huge leap into this. And holy moly, I can't wait to see the success. I mean, I know we're already having success. So there's so many pre-orders out there. Holy, it's amazing. All right, let's jump in. So
Okay.
why did Aveda decide to do this?
Well, Be Curly actually launched with the Be Curly enhancer cream in 2001. So that was a long time ago, obviously. Yeah. And then the styling products kind of built around it. So it was just one SKU and then a franchise built around it.
Okay.
And that, and, it slowly happened over time. But like our technology, our research, all of that has gotten so much better since 2001, as you can only imagine. And so this definitely needed a revisit. And I just, to be quite honest, I don't think that it was true to its name. I think it hit wavy guests the best,
Mm-hmm.
but it really didn't capture that curl and coil guest as I thought the name suggested could, you know? So when marketing and creative came with like, hey, we're reinvesting in this, I was just like, say less. And if we are going to do it, let's do it right. Let's make it like true to its name.
Yeah. So what was your involvement with the creation?
I am the hairdresser aspect, right? So like R&D, I am no scientist. I don't know that in order to make the lipids in it penetrative, you have to fractionalize the molecules to make it smaller. Like I get that in theory. I have no idea how to do
Yeah.
that. So R&D like crafted products based on what the market was asking for. So marketing is just like we want these products. Marketing like R&D makes these products, and then usually the stylist tests the products, and like really what they're looking for is just like, all right, we made it, we did all the market research, we just really want your stamp of approval. With this one, it wasn't like that. What it was a collaboration from the beginning. So even my first meeting about this, I sat in a room with R&D and marketing at the same time, and we restructured what the ask was for marketing, because I really do believe that the curly hair market is a really confusing place. So many brands are saying so many different things about what one needs, and then you have the whole YouTube university. You could spend 10 minutes on YouTube and find contradictory information in just the 10 minutes that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just it's a confusing landscape. And so my approach was I don't want to give guests what they think they want. I want to give them what they need. And I want research and science to back that up. So marketing says, here are the SKUs that we would like to have. And I was just like, well, let's rethink that. Can we make these SKUs? And can we also dial it down, have less SKUs? Because I'm a curly girl myself. And I'm just kind of like, wash day is so arduous as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want to create ease in everything. I want to create ease in like what it is to look for a product and then have it be reliable when you finally find it. The amount of SKUs that I'm reaching for when I use it, and then like um, an education to support how I use it. So I wanted us to support it all that way. And then R&D was just like, cool, we'll make it. And then R&D and I were we were it was such a symbiotic relationship because they'd give me a sample, I'd be like, cool, but can I do this? This is a cream right now. Can we make it a spray? Because it would be better for distribution. So because there was like an active feedback loop, you really do make good products that way. So usually what happens is like science is offsite. And so there's a lot of like stagnation or disconnect with
Mm-hmm.
like how the artist wants it to perform and what's created. And this because like I'm giving active feedback and they make those tweaks immediately, send it back to me. And we just kept tweaking until we got something that we really liked. And so my role was just like, yes, we are mission aligned, but you know, all of my clients really got to leave the salon looking like curly and coily baddies. So it has to perform, right? So yeah, it was. I just think that like the symbiotic relationship or collaboration throughout the entire process, I think yielded such a product that like I really believe people are going to find works.
Yeah, I love that. Some things that you said, that I took away from is that you said this is a product that they need. It's like we have to remember that we are the hair care authority. We need to show them what they need because we don't know. We have no idea what we need as a client. So I think that's great. Like, this is what you need. Here you go. And then
Hmm.
also the fact that you're just like right in there. We all know you. So many people that are watching this and will be watching in the recording know you. And how cool is that to know someone that created this brilliant line? So, yeah. And anyway, I'm just super excited for you and for Aveda and for all of us and our guests for this new brand, this new Be Curly that's out. Alberto, what are your thoughts over there?
I mean, I'm just the one thing. So, like, we've been doing these like Be Curly Locals Night
Yeah,
events, that have had such great participation. I mean, the one thing that you constantly hear at every single one is the stylists say, "Oh my God, it works! It works! It works!" Like, it works. Yeah. So
yeah,
that just says it all, and it's a beautiful line. All of it just comes together so well. So I'm really excited. Like, I think we have a video of the San Antonio event where one girl, like, we literally spun her around in a chair and her jaw
I think I
dropped,
saw that
like, on
video,
video.
and I was just like,
Yes,
I like
it was so
my
cute.
eyes get
So
so misty because like that's exactly I wanted it to go out into the network and do exactly that. I wanted the artist to be like, oh, okay. And I wanted the clients to be like, oh my God, my hair has never looked this way. Like I've never felt supported.
I know I was impressed because I saw her when she came into the salon first, as a demo model. I was like, that hair ain't gonna do shit. I'm like, but look at it. Look what happened. It was so crazy.
It did.
It was good.
I love that.
It
Oh,
was
thank you
good.
for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, okay, so this product is what they need. So what is this going to do to help simplify the process? Like, what do we need to understand here as far as like how is this really, giving them what they need?
Yeah. Well, first of all, like we had to do a lot of research, and by we I mean primarily the R&D team. And there was some conversations between me and Christine Hall because I've been doing hair for a really long since I was like a kid, and so there are certain things that my hands and my head understand, even though I'm not a scientist. So when me and Christine were talking, it was just kind of like, okay, what do we need to research? What is true, and versus what's not true? And instead of like building a line because we know curly and coily guests spend a lot and wanting a piece of that dollar, we were like, okay, what is the hair? What makes it different? And like build a product that addresses those differences specifically. And so when you build a product with that kind of framework in mind, you kind of resolve a lot of the issues that curly and coily guests face organically, because you're really addressing the hair based on how it's made. So textured hair is physiologically and structurally different. And it impacts even the core inside the hair, like the hair shaft. And when you know exactly what you're solving, it also helps you solidify what kind of SKUs you want and reduce the amount of SKUs that you need. So the entire line only has 7 SKUs. It has a shampoo, a co-wash, a conditioner that also doubles as a leave-in. So your question was what simplifies? A lot of the SKUs have multiple purposes or shortened time frames. So the conditioner doubles as a leave-in. So instead of rinsing all of your conditioner out, reaching for a whole new bottle, you just rinse out to the degree you want slip in your hair still. The mask is an in-shower mask, so it's the maximum amount of moisture and hydration that masks generally give you in just 2 to 5 minutes. So it's never to leave the shower. Plus, when you're in the shower, your cuticle layer is all open, the steam is there and ready for you. Your hair is most susceptible to the level of moisture that a mask can provide. So I wanted it to stay in the shower. And then when you walk out of the shower, you have 3 SKUs. You have the primer that's literally there to have you use less of your styling products, because we also know that, with a mass of hair, lots of curls, it soaks up so much product. So we wanted to put something in there that helps you use less of your product, so you're also not going to the store to buy it as frequently as well.
Okay.
And so once you spray the primer on and your hair is just ready to receive product, it soaks it up really quickly, so you don't have to use as much of it. And then we have a cream and we have a gel. You could mix the two if you want, not in like a cocktail, but layering, or you could use one or the other. And usually the general rule is if your textured hair has a lot of slip to it, so you have a smooth cuticle layer, you can use the cream. And then if your hair has a lot of ridges, like when you feel down the hair shaft, you want something with a little bit more structure and control, so you'd use the gel. And so we are really capturing like all of the different variations with just 7 of textured hair with just 7 SKUs, because the pattern isn't the only thing that matters in textured hair. The consistency also matters. Density and diameter matter, but consistency really helps you choose your styling products. And so what makes it easier is that it's simple. The line itself is simple. The fact that they can do multiple things is super helpful. And making sure that like the time that you're taking to do it is also simplified. Like we've shortened some of the time as well.
Wow. As you were talking, I'm like getting my order ready. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I need to start using the cream. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes,
I would
definitely.
love this. So, okay, out of all those products that you listed, what do you think is like the must try?
Okay. So that's a hard
I
question because
know.
I'm really committed to all the things in the
I
line.
know.
Um, okay, so I'm gonna give you a sneaky answer, okay? Because I'm gonna be kind of cheating on your answer right now.
That's fine. It's fine.
All right. So when you have a shampoo that doesn't overstrip your hair, you don't have to double down in putting things back into it. What you want a shampoo to do is cleanse but not take you over the edge. And a lot of the times shampoos take you over the edge. So all textured guests really have to double down on their conditioner, their masks, putting back in emollients or their styling products. So our shampoo doesn't take you over the edge. It's like your hair is still supple even after the shampoo. And so the thing is, it's just like, I just believe if the first point of wash day still leaves your hair pliable, everything else is going to go well. The finish is going to go well. So it's that ish, but also I have a love-hate relationship with masks because masks are often abused. People don't really use them the way that they should, which is why I was just like, if we are going to have a mask, because marketing fought me on this, I was just like, no mask at first. And they were like, we have to have a mask. I was like, all right, if we're going to do a mask, it has to stay in the shower, which means it has to perform the way masks do in just 2 to 5 minutes, not 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or taken out of the shower, you know? Uh, and I think most masks are super viscous. And so people don't really feel like it's penetrative. Sometimes it feels like it's just sitting on the hair. And oftentimes that's because the molecule's too big. So the mask has the curl perfecting peptide, which is just fractionalized molecules, so it can actually penetrate, and it goes on the hair like butter. So my favorite is our starting point, which is the shampoo. And then my second favorite is the mask, because all of like the influencer partners and the things that we've been like Aveda's been like partnering with, all the people that Aveda's been partnering with, their biggest feedback is the mask feels like it's melting into my hair. And I've heard no sweeter words than that. Uh, so yeah, so
Not about butter, just melting. Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
But I think what's hardest for textured guests is to feel like the product is actually penetrative. Um, we just feel like we lose moisture a lot. Things are slipping in and out. Like we can't retain it. We can't keep it. And so we also overuse because we feel like it's just not getting in or making our hair more manageable or pliable. Um, and I know like everything in this line does that. Even the shampoo does that.
You definitely didn't cheat on that answer, and that was a really good answer because I feel like shampoos and masks do not get love. They don't get the love that they deserve, and those are the shampoo is that's a very
It's a
important
very,
part of the
very
process
important
here.
step. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's important that we all understand that and we can communicate that to our guests as well. So yeah, thank you for sharing that with us for sure. So what's Renee's routine? I
Ooh.
saw a little bit of it today, but what's your routine?
Yeah, I'm gonna save my stories in the archive. So if anybody watches this and it's like, "Ooh, what does her routine look like?" You can go into like my archive and watch it there. But um, I mostly wear my hair blown out or stretched because I travel a lot for work and carrying all my products is just a little too arduous. So for me, like I cleanse once every month. I don't recommend that for everybody, especially not exercisers like myself. So usually when I get into the shower to wash on cleanse day, I'll do two shampoos, a co-wash, because when I've done two shampoos, it really uh my hair wants like more replenishment, and like the Be Curly co-wash kind of brings the pH back down, makes my hair more pliable. I wash that out and then I put the mask in. Even before this line came out, like I would shampoo and mask. I would use masks the right way, but that's usually what I would do. And so I reach for the mask. I put that in. I let that be like 2 minutes while I clean my tub up from all the hair that's about. And then I wash that out and I use the leave-in condition, like the conditioner as a leave-in. And I press that through my hair. I spray the primer on and then I layer um, enhancer cream and the gel because I need both. So my hair is like a 4B. So there are parts of my hair where the cuticle layer is smooth, and there are parts that I feel like the cuticle layer has more ridges or it's more
Mm,
varied. And so I utilize some of the gel in those areas so I can have more control uh, for the time that I'm in my wash and go.
gotcha. Wow, I love that. I love the gel is outstanding. I mean, it has great hold, great shine, and it makes your hair so soft.
Oh,
I was
girl.
just like, I couldn't stop touching it. I was like, oh my God.
Let me tell you about that gel. So the scientist that made that gel, her name is Shayna. She always hates when I call her by name. But Shayna is a 4C girly herself. And when I tasked her to make this gel, or when the team tasked her to make the gel, I had a lot of requirements for the gel. So that's the thing that we collaborated on the most. Like there was a lot of back and forth. And Shayna put in so much labor in making that gel because I also feel like she was looking for a solution for herself. And like when like you go to like a restaurant and you eat a stew, it never hits quite as good as like when grandma makes it. That's
Mhm.
because grandma's not using a recipe, but she got nothing but love in that pot. And that's what I feel like the coil definer is because Shayna put nothing but love in that pot for us. And it really does, it performs. I can't say it enough. It's just like all the SKUs just perform.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the whole line was made out of love. So, and I know everyone's gonna feel that, and I am so excited for you guys. I hope y'all are throwing a big party this weekend, or sleeping or resting.
Sleeping. Yeah, sleeping.
Alberto, how do you want to close it out? Put you on the spot.
I mean, Renee, just you keep doing what you're
We are
doing.
so
This
grateful
is
for you.
not the
Yeah,
last, I'm sure. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
for real.
Well,
I want to say I'm so proud of the Neil Network. Like I loved that I worked with you guys before. You guys have always been such good advocates for pushing something, and especially in the diversity realm. And I know that you guys had a big part in selling out Be Curly in North America. And I just like, I love you guys. I thank you for your support all the time for this. And because it's not what, it's one thing to like just pick up the product and put it on your shelf, but it's another thing to digest the message and make sure that the message is intact with the selling of the product. And you have been.
Yes. Yeah.
So I just want to thank you for
Uh,
that.
Oh, awesome. Well, it is our pleasure to spread the word and to spread the love and to spread all of the good vibes about this amazing line. So thank you, Renee, for joining us. I know you're crazy busy, so we appreciate you. And Alberto, it's always great seeing you. And everyone else, we'll see you next time on Break Room Conversations. Bye.